for joining us today. This is a great way to start Cubs convention, isn't it? Yeah, right? So up on stage, I'd like to introduce Cubs President of Baseball Operations, Jed Hoyer. We have new Cubs pitcher, Shota Imanaga. And on the far end of the table, we have our translator, Shingo Murata. Before we begin, I just want to let media know that we'll have Jed over at the Media Social at Cubs Convention to answer questions about the general team and other things. This will focus on Shota. So with that, I'll turn it over to Jed.
Awesome. Thank you, Jason. We're here today. We're very excited to announce the signing of Shota Imanaga. He's had a fantastic career in Japan, pitching for the Bay Stars and obviously pitching for the national team, starting the championship game last year. I want to thank the Bay Stars. Very much appreciate their help in this process. We met with them in September. Wonderful front office. I just want to thank them. I want to thank Lujan Nero and Octagon for all their help. But we're very excited to bring Shota on board. He's been a great teammate. He's very curious. His reputation of being an exceptionally cerebral pitcher. They call him the pitching philosopher. And he's very curious. He wants to continue to get better. And that sounds like a perfect match for the Cubs. I also love the fact that he truly embraces being a Cub, what it means, Wrigley Field. I know he spent a lot of time in Chicago, and the city is very exciting for him. And we're very excited to bring him on board. So with that, I will announce Shingo Imanaga as our newest addition. So congratulations. His hair is too good. I'm not going to mess up his hair.
Hey, Chicago. What do you say? Cubs gonna win today. Nice to meet you. I'm Shota Imanaga. I played Yokohama DNA Baystars 8 years. I'm very happy to be here and be a Cub. I want to say thank you to entire Cubs organization for having me, and I'm very excited to pitch at Wrigley Field. I'm looking forward to meeting fans and teammates. Go Cubs, go! 改めまして今永翔太です。この度はシカゴカブスの一員になれて光栄です。
Once again, my name is Shota Imanaga, and I'm honored to be a member of the Chicago Cubs.
契約に至るにあたってジェド・ホイヤー本部長、カーター・ホーキンス GM はじめカブスのご尽力いただいた関係者の皆様に感謝申し上げます。
I'd like to thank President Jed Hoyer, General Manager Carter Hawkins, and everybody in the Cubs organization involved in this process.
また送り出してもらった横浜 DNA ベイスターズの萩原統括本部長、三浦監督、チーム関係者の皆様にもこの場をお借りして御礼申し上げます。
I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank the Yokohama DNA Baystars organization who gave me a warm send-off. Mr. Hagiwara, the head of baseball operations, Mr. Miura, the on-field manager, and everybody in the supporting staff.
そしてルージョン・ニーロ、長谷川義則さん、オクタゴンの皆様、日本からサポートしてくれたダイヤモンドアライアンスの坂井田圭樹さん、皆様にも深く感謝します。
I also like to thank the members of the Octagon's agency, John Lu Nero, Yoshi Hasegawa, and also Mr. Sakaeda from Diamond Alliance.
伝統のあるシカゴカブスに入団できるのを嬉しく思うと同時に、早くリクレイフィールドのマウンドに立って投げたいと思います。
I am happy to join this historic organization, and I look forward to pitching on the Wrigley Field mound.
ベイスターズファンの皆様、遠くからではありますが、日本にいいニュースをお届けできるように精一杯頑張ります。
And to the BayStars fans, even though I am physically far away, I'm going to strive to send some good news from over here.
カブスファンの皆様、ワールドシリーズ優勝に向けて全力を尽くします。リグレーフィールドで待っていてください。
And to the Cubs fans, I'm going to do my best to contribute to the Cubs winning the World Series. I look forward to meeting you at Wrigley Field.
Thank you, Shota. With that, we can open up to questions to media. We have microphones on either side of the seats. Please just introduce yourself and follow up with your question. We can start with Bruce Levine.
Welcome. Can you talk a little bit about the difficulties of having to sign with the team for with only 45 days, and what was the turning point for you signing with the Cubs?
45日間という限られた時間の中で契約することはどのチャレンジがあったのかというところと、最終的にカブスに決断された要素というのはどのようなことがありましたでしょうか。
この契約期間の間に、野球以外の面でもすごく学ぶ面がたくさんあって、そして、このシカゴカブスに決めた理由は、ジェド・ホイヤー本部長と、カーター・ホーキス GM と面談したときに、力強い言葉をいただいて、自分自身可能性が無限大に広がるチームを求めていたので、それがカブスに入団することが自分の成長につながると思ってカブスに決めました。
So within this 45-day window, I learned a lot, not just about baseball, but other changes as well. One of the reasons why I decided on the Cubs is upon meeting Jed Hoyer and Carter Hawkins in the meeting, I felt that their strong words of encouragement really resonated with me, and I showed an endless possibility into the player that I could become.
Jed mentioned your willingness to get better, and often when they're pitching free agents, they'll lay out a plan for how they can help you get better and reach your potential. What kind of things did they say in meetings with you that really resonated with you?
What
まずは自分のポテンシャルを信じて思い切って投げてほしいというふうに言われて、それが一つ僕の心に響きましたし、しかし自分自身はまだ未完成だと思っているので、このカブスに入団してピッチングコーチの話を聞いたり、チームメイトの投球を見たりして、自分自身がカブスと一緒に成長して完成に近づいていければいいかなと思います。
So one of the things that resonated with me was they said to believe in my potential and do what I do best. But at the same time, I realized that there's a lot of room for me to grow, and I really look forward to talking with the Cubs pitching coaches, my teammates, and to try to reach that potential, get as close to that as I can.
Shota, how much during this process did you talk to Seiya about the organization, and as you were figuring out, your destination, did his presence on the team make this an attractive place for you? Like, how would you just describe your relationship with him?
鈴木選手とは、NPB 時代にも、たくさん交流があっていろんな話をしていて、で今回は交渉の前には話を聞かなかったんですけども、交渉入団が決まった後に、入団が決まったと彼に連絡して、彼も自分のことのように、嬉しがってくれて、自分自身も興奮していますというそういう言葉を言ってもらって、彼と一緒にここで、日本人のチームメイト同士で、カブスを盛り上げることができるのがものすごく光栄に思います。
So I've had a relationship with him since our playing days in NPB. With regards to this process, I did not talk to him before I made a decision, but I reached out after I made a decision, and he was excited and showed happiness as if it was happening to Seiya himself, and that really excites me, and I really look forward to helping the Cubs team together.
For Jed, it seemed like there's some indication that maybe this is one you circled back to late in the process. Would you characterize it that way? Were there other things going on, and then this just kind of came upon you late in his window here?
Well, I mean, as far as the process goes, we scouted him extensively. I mean, we have so many different scouts. We went go in to watch him. I mean, I went over and watched him pitch in September. So we had done a lot of work on him. We knew the process had a deadline, and obviously our staff did a really good job of constantly talking to Octagon, talking to Lujan about him, but obviously it got really serious towards the end of the window. And I just think that's the nature of having a deadline. There's a reason trades happen on from July 28th to July 31st, and we knew this would kind of come back down to the end. But as far as the process goes of scouting and thinking about him as a pitcher, that was extensive throughout.
Mm. プライベートもフィールド上でもファニーガイで入れるようにいつも心がけています。
I do try to be a funny guy on and off the field.
We have Mike Berman next. Freddie, you just want to give him the mic, yeah? We'll do Mike, then Jay Cohen.
Hi, Shota. So, your nickname, I want to make sure I get it, the throwing philosopher. What does it mean to you to have that nickname, and how does it embody the way you are as a pitcher?
"先ほども申し上げたんですけれども、自分の野球以外の武器というものがまだ未完成であることだと思っているので、自分の高みに持っていくために日々勉強して、それは野球でも野球以外でもこのアメリカの私生活でも日々勉強なので、そういった向上心を常に持って過ごしていきたいなと思いながらやってきたことがそういうふうなニックネームにつながったのかもしれないです。
As I said earlier, I am by no means a finished product, and there's a lot for me to learn, and there's a lot for me to study day in and day out. And I believe that my approach in that way somehow earned me the nickname.
Hi, Shota. Jay Cohen, Associated Press. What do you think of making the transition to throwing every fifth day, like they do here in Major League Baseball? And what is your plan for kind of making that transition?
こちらでは中4日で投げることになるかもしれないですが、そういうアジャストしていくときにどのようなプランをお持ちでしょうか。
初めての経験なので、とにかく周りの方からのアドバイスを聞き入れることが大事だと思うので、いろんな方にたくさん質問をして、スプリングトレーニングでも時間がたくさんあると思うので、チームメイト、そして監督、コーチ、たくさんの意見を取り入れて、自分に合ったものを取り入れて、まずはやってみるというところを心がけて、順応していきたいと思います。
It's a novel experience for me, so I want to keep an open mind and seek advice from a lot of people. Luckily, I have the time in spring training, so I like to talk to the managers, the coaching staff, my teammates, and figure out what works for me and just give everything a try and make the adjustment as we go.
Hi, Shota. Hey. What did you gain from your experience at the WBC, and what kind of confidence did it give you that you can make this jump to Major League Baseball?
WBC の経験はどのような影響を与えましたかというところと、それが自信になるということはございますか。
WBC の経験は間違いなく自分がまたさらに成長したい、もっといいピッチャーになれるはずなんだと、そういうふうに思わせてくれる大会でしたし、そしてその経験を経て、この MLB にはたくさん自分の想像を絶するような能力を持った選手たちがたくさんいるんだなというふうに興味を持ちましたし、そこで自分の力を存分に試したいと、そういうふうな気持ちが強くなりました。
The experience at the World Baseball Classic made me think that there's more to baseball, and there's more that I can improve on, and gave me that experience. And also facing the hitters, they're players of unimaginable talent over here, and it gave me want to apply myself and face the challenge here.
Hi, Shota. I'm curious what your familiarity was with the city of Chicago, but specifically the Cubs organization before this whole process.
今回のプロセスが始まる前にシカゴの街であったりカブスのことに関して知っていることはあったでしょうか。
そうですね。今回背番号18番に、自ら選んだんですけれども、シカゴカブスの歴史を自分なりに調べて、そして2016年のワールドシリーズ優勝の際にベンゾーブリストがこの背番号を着用していて、自分も同じような活躍がしたいなと、そういうふうに思ってこのシカゴをずっと過ごしてました。
So I chose number 18 because I was looking through Chicago and the Cubs history. I saw that it was a number that Ben Zobrist wore, and he wanted to be kind of the player that he was too, and that is why he chose number 18. And
Jed, with Seiya now having 2 years in Chicago with the Cubs, going through the transition process that he went through, how much are you hopeful that he can be a resource to Shota and kind of ease his transition, and not just for baseball, but also off the field with everything that goes into this move?
You know, for sure. I think the whole organization has learned a lot from having Seiya for these 2 years. You know, what things we can do better. I think Shota really benefits from us having 2 years of that experience. And our hope, you know, has always been that we want to be a destination for Japanese players. I think we treat them incredibly well. I think we're willing to go above and beyond to make sure that transition goes really smoothly. we probably made some mistakes along the way and improved some things with Seiya. And like I said, it's nice to have done that. But our hope is that, you know, it becomes Seiya and Shota and many more. And because I do feel like there's so many great players in the MPB. And we want the city of Chicago and Wrigley Field and the Cubs to be a destination.
Shota, I'm curious if you've had a chance to talk to any of your new teammates yet, and just overall, what are your impressions of this team that you're coming to, and also how your game might translate to pitching at Wrigley Field?
先ほどこの後のイベントに参加される投手の方々と、少しばかりですが挨拶を交わして、本当に気さくで、こんな自分でも受け入れて、本当に笑顔で受け入れてくれて本当に嬉しかったですし、そしてこのチームは投手陣も揃っていますし、そして鈴木誠也選手をはじめとする打線も本当に素晴らしいので、1試合でも多く、また自分が投げない試合でもチームに貢献できるには何をすべきかというのを考えてシーズンを過ごしたいなと思います。
I was able to meet a few players by the elevator, the players who were attending the convention earlier, and they had smiles on their face, and I felt accepted already, so that felt really nice. And as for the team, there are a lot of good pitchers. The hitters, it's obviously, they're really good. So, I look forward to pitching and contributing that way, but also on the game side, I don't pitch. I want to find ways to contribute as well.
We have one more.
Shota, konnichiwa. I'm curious about how do you feel about the pitch clock in Major League Baseball, and have you had any kind of introduction conversations with Craig Counsell, the new manager?
ピッチクロックに関しては新しいチャレンジではあることではあるんですけども、僕は、マウンドでいろいろと考えすぎてしまう部分もあるので、時間に迫られた方がもしかしたらいいピッチングができるかもしれないですし、MLB のボールに関しては何の不安もなく、これまでの練習で使用していても特に不安になる要素はないので、特に心配はありません。監督とは先ほど、控室でお会いして、僕自身がベストを尽くしますというふうに、言わせていただきました。
Regarding the pitch clock, it's a change, but sometimes I think too much on the mound, so maybe having a clock might even help my game. And regarding the ball, I've been practicing with it, and I am not concerned about the ball change. And as with Craig Counsell, we talked in the back room, and I told him that I am going to strive to do my best.
Great. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming today. Jed, Shota, Shingo, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. We'll have a great start to Cubs Convention. We'll see you later. Thanks.